All right, welcome to my studio. Sorry it's a little bit messy. But the right side we have the guitar racks.
Yeah.
These are some of the guitars that I've demoed. Some of these have been mine forever. Like this here is actually my first guitar.
Awesome.
This is a 1980, heavily modified 1986 Japanese Strat.
Cool.
It's totally modified. But it's the original body and neck.
Yep.
What else? A whole mix of vintage-inspired instruments, as well as some 80s, shredder guitars like
awesome.
a Charvel,
Yeah.
Jakey Lee. And then it's funny. In contrast, I have a Mosrite style. This is a Hallmark for when I do my Ventures covers.
Yeah.
And then this one, which is not going to look good on camera. It never looks the same.
No, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's actually, it
In the
looks
light.
kind of red, but it's super
Yeah.
pink.
It's what I tell people is like, you have to see this in person because
Yeah.
it looks totally different.
Oh, this is so rad.
Yeah, this is my newest custom Novo Cirrus, which was built here in Nashville
Yeah.
by Dennis Fano and his crew. Custom colors, teal, which I call Ronquillo,
Yeah, of course.
and then neon pink.
So what pickups are those?
These are Lawler mini humbuckers,
Oh, cool.
and I had them powder coated white, along with the Mastery bridge is
Yeah.
white. So it's totally customized.
Awesome.
So this is like kind of my favorite right now. What else? So on this side is my workstation, my studio desk. This is where I record all my backing tracks and all my gear demos. This is where I edit my
Yep.
videos. So obviously I've been in work mode, so it's super messy. Also, occasionally I'll do sessions. So I have a pedal board down here if I want to plug it in and do some session work.
Yep.
And next to it, we have completely modern and then completely sort of vintage, at least
Yeah.
for my generation. This is a Tascam 388
Cool.
tape from the 80s. The first two Black Keys records were recorded with
Oh,
this
okay, I didn't know
in
that.
their basement.
On that specific one.
Not this particular one, but this model
Yeah.
of recorder. So I bought this in LA and I got a good deal on it, and it was just cool to have.
Yeah.
I haven't really used it just because it's just me here recording, but if I ever get like a band in here, I would love to track it to the tape.
Oh, yeah. These are cool.
Yeah, these are Eastwood Guitars was kind of my very first brand that I worked with way
Yeah.
back in like 2010, 2011. And this was actually the first guitar. Funny, I still have the tag on it. But this was the first guitar that I got from them. This was kind of my, now that I think about it, this was kind of my foray into the whole YouTube gear demo thing.
Yeah.
Because the way it started was I wanted this guitar from Eastwood and I wanted to get a discount,
Yeah.
an artist discount, but they, I don't think they were offering it, but I said, well, why don't I do a YouTube demo for it, a discount. So I got the discount, I got the guitar, and I put something up on YouTube, and it the company liked it. They started sending me more guitars, and kind of snowballed. I kind of credit Eastwood for helping me get my name out there in YouTube land, because they would always promote my videos and show my videos. So a lot of people that are still with me or still subscribed to me have known me since I started doing the early Eastwood videos.
Yeah. Cool.
So now this was kind of like the workroom, and this is kind of the playroom, or actually more workroom. This is where I film all my videos, all of my gear demos, all of my live streams. It's probably looks bigger on YouTube. Most people say, like, when they see someone's setup, like, "Oh man, I thought it was bigger," from YouTube. But like when you get into their space, it's usually tiny. So this is actually a good space, a good size space
Oh,
for
yeah.
me to work with, because I can set up multiple walls or shoot from different angles.
Yeah.
So I'll take you back here, so you can see like the captain's chair view. So this is where I sit. I kind of got the idea from Tim Pierce, just having
Like a
everything
station.
within reach.
Yeah.
I mean, Tim's setup is ridiculous, but if I sit here, I have my amps here that I can tweak.
Yep.
I've got a table where I set all my pedals. Obviously, my camera's set up for the overhead shot. I think I'm shooting some new Rev distortion pedals coming up.
Cool.
So everything is pretty much in reach. I can reach for different guitars. I can. I have my computer screen hooked up here. That's hooked up to the computer in the other room, and I have another set of monitors so I can hear everything.
Yeah.
And then I've got what is my typical pedal board setup, where it's just like randomly switching out lots of things. But it's convenient. I've got this boom mic up here.
For the talking?
Yeah, because I was trying to use like a lavalier mic, and that it was just kind of getting in the way. And this is a lot more convenient, and it sounds great. I just got this new light. This is the Aperture 120D, which is kind of like the standard light now for videographers. It's kind of like the go-to light that everyone's using, and it's great. So my cameras that I'm using are Sony's.
Yeah.
My camera, Sony A7 III, and then this is an A6400, which is, to my knowledge, is essentially the same sensor. So you're getting the same colors, the same contrast.
Yeah.
So it's great to be able to edit them together.
And do you like switch them on like with a remote or?
Do I switch them on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one I don't have a remote for. But
You don't need that. But...
Yeah, this is the remote that I have for that. And actually, I have hooked up to that monitor, which is actually a hard drive recorder.
Oh, right.
That's the it's called the Adamus Ninja, and
the small thing on top.
Yeah. So not only is it a monitor for the camera, but you can stick a solid state hard drive in there and record directly to the hard drive. So I never have to worry about running out of space.
Perfect.
And it records at the highest quality possible. So and the great thing about that, since I record to a hard disk straight to that, I can take that hard disk out, and I have a little dock that you can plug these SSD drives in.
Oh, perfect.
And I can edit directly from that drive. I don't have to waste time moving stuff over or whatever.
Awesome.
So it's really been a game changer as far as my workflow. But yeah, and then this is kind of my background, where this I've had for many years. These lights, they just work great for videos.
Yeah.
When they're in the background, they create that look, that depth. But I've shot videos against this wall and closer to this wall, but kind of my Tonehenge is what we call it. So
you got some great gear here.
The amps that I rarely ever plug in unless have some free time, which is not much. But you got to have, a pedal shelf if you're a guitar YouTuber. But it's funny. I feel like there is like a guitar YouTuber starter kit where you have the slatted walls, the slatted wooden walls, the paneled wooden walls, and then you have shelves for all your pedals. Yeah. And of course, you got to have your amps, and sometimes you'll have guitars hanging on the wall. I don't have that, but you definitely have to have interesting pedal shelves. Yeah. And I actually bought
pleasing for the eye.
Yeah, and it makes for a good background. And it shows off like, hey, look at all the pedals I got. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. This is like kind of my cave that I spend way too much time in.
And these are like the go-to guitars for...
Yeah, well, for now. Yeah. Usually I like, when I'm recording demos, like pedal demos, I like to show off something with single coils like a Strat or a Tele,
Yeah.
and then something with humbuckers like a Les Paul,
Yeah.
or if it's a heavy distortion thing, maybe something with a Floyd Rose or
Yeah.
something. So I like to have different types of guitars within reach, so I can just swap them out. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, RJ.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of what am I going to call it? Let's call it Ronquillo Studios.
Yeah.